Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone who all are joining in and who may join later in the event. This is your host, Himanshi Kaushik, and I heartily welcome everyone in the webinar today. I hope that you all are doing fine, safe, sound, and happy at wherever you're taking this webinar today. So I know you may be wondering why have we joined and what are we going to learn through the webinar. So basically, this is going to be an inside scoop. Basically, where we will be learning on BTS of internship journey of first year CSE Kalvium students here. And to deliver this, we have our experts here. So before I introduce our expert, I would like to tell everyone that we are joined here by Dr. Gurpreet Singh, who is also a program coordinator of Kalvium here in lovely Professional University. Now I shall take the moment to introduce our expert here. So we have Mr. Deepak Venugopal sir, an accomplished personality who is a co-founder and growth head of Kalvium, having more than 16 plus years of experience in growing brands, creating leaders, transforming business across Asia at Colgate and KFC as well. He is somebody who has his interest in mythology, philosophy, fitness, food, and cricket also, and many others as well. And he is now an inspiring leader in transforming college education as well. So, sir, it is a pleasure for us to be here, and I heartily welcome you in the webinar.
My pleasure to join. Thank you so much.
And with this, I would like to welcome Mr. Dhananjay Ramakrishnappa, sir, who's also here with us, and he is a chief mentor and has an immense experience of more than 15 years of working in the computer SaaS SaaS industry. He has his experience in agile project management, agile methodologies, product development, personal data protection, and many others as well. So, sir, again, I would just want you to please be here and share your experience and knowledge on the participants and on us. And I heartily welcome you in the webinar.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and now, last but not the least, we are also joined by two of our students, Balaji and Aryan, who will be actually sharing their experience and the journey of being in the same project and in the same field. So now I would like to ask Deepak sir to kindly please take over the screen. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Himanshi, and amazing. Thank you so much for the opportunity for us to share about the inside scoop on first year placement. So hello everyone, hello to all participants. Probably for the first time ever, LPU has created history while getting placement, by releasing a placement report for first year students, not final year students, first year students. And we have two of them amongst us here. And what we want to take you today is behind the scenes on what has really happened. How could first year students get internships, such plum internships, right? So we will talk about that. I'll give you a very brief introduction about this program. This is called the Kalvium program with LPU. So what is Kalvium? What are these students doing? How come all these things happened? I'll try to give a very brief overview, and then you can ask your questions. Feel free to ask your questions directly to us, and very happy to answer all your questions, doubts, suggestions, all of that. So while I'm talking to you about this, feel free to type your questions in the chat box, in the Q&A box that you can see here, and we'll be very happy to answer all of them. Right, so we'll get started. So this is the webinar, and you can see a lot of chat boxes and people talking next to it. That is to just indicate that we want this to be a very interactive session. So please feel free to put in any questions that that come to your mind as we speak. Right. Thank you so much. Now we get started. Kalvium. What is Kalvium? That's the first question you may be wondering. So Kalvium is India's first work integrated computer science engineering program that we have launched at LPU. So we'll talk about that. Now, when you're wondering what is Kalvium, Kalvium kya cheez hai, wo kaun hai, LPU hai, to Kalvium kya hai? So Kalvium, we'll talk about Kalvium. Kalvium is a company which is partnered with LPU to deliver this program at LPU. And we are, while we are India's first work integrated computer science engineering program, we have a long history in education, more than 14 years in software education through our previous companies, which is Face Prep and Prograd, which are into training college students for placements and careers in software. So in the last 14 plus years, around 15 years now, we have trained more than 50 lakh students and gotten more than 40 lakh students with jobs of their choice in the software business. So we understand the software industry very well. We also understand what students need to do to get a stellar career in computer science and software. And hence we started Kalvium, and we are also backed by a lot of top investors who are either founders, co-founders, CTOs of unicorns in India, and also hiring managers, VPs, senior VPs in companies like Google and Microsoft. So these people also understand the talent gap that India has, despite having millions, now if not thousands of engineers, and what we can do to actually bridge that gap and give our students a stellar career. So now back to this, who are we? Okay, like we said, that is what Kalvium is, but what do you mean by work integration? So work integration essentially means work and learn at the same time, or learn as you work. And this is important because software industry values productivity from day one. So essentially, this is what the software industry says. If you look at a software industry PNL or software industry ka dhanda, now everybody is familiar with Shark Tank. So dhanda samjhao, if somebody asks, dhanda is that you're paying students, you're paying your employees right from day one. So they should be productive and they should be able to do work and earn, create kind of work and be billable from day one. So they value productivity from day one. But what happens is, for a long time, the norm has been that students passing out of engineering or college or wherever, whatever course, the norm has been that the company will train me, make me capable, and then I'll start delivering the goods. But that doesn't work anymore. So the software industry will definitely value you way more if you can be productive from day one. Else, if you need to be trained, either your employability goes down or your emoluments go down, your salaries go down proportionally. So neither of it is a good outcome for the students. Hence, we try to do that, and which brings the best potential out of them. They don't have to wait and get trained for years after passing their course to become valuable. So that is where a whole work integrated program comes in. Now, another way to understand what work integrated program is to understand these people. Like, you may wonder, what are these guys got to do with computer science, engineering, or software? Probably one guy does in this picture, but what about the other two? Now, the first question I would ask you is, what do you think when these guys, when they were doing what they do, right? When Sachin Tendulkar was practicing cricket, or for this generation, if it is Virat Kohli or somebody, and they're practicing their cricket, or if Usain Bolt is doing all those workouts and running and trying to practice his craft, do you think they were enjoying or were they struggling? Right. So I guess most of the audience here are 12th standard students or parents of 12th standard students. Generally, we are told something, right? Like when we are in 12th standard, ki beta, 12th standard pass kar le, struggle hai. Just 1 year you struggle, then life is great. Then they are told 4 years college, some just how struggle, then life is great. Then they are told, why don't you just like 2 years, 3 years in the job? First 2, 3 years are important, you struggle, and then life is great. That life is great never comes. It's like 20 years since I have passed out of college. I haven't found that life is great moment yet, right? But then life is not a struggle either. So if you ask any of these guys who are the best in their field, when they were learning, when they were growing, when they were putting in the hard work, was it a struggle or was it play? What are the guesses? I would bet that all of them were saying that, it was play. I was enjoying as what other people thought as struggle was actually play for us. So that's the intent. That is the mindset shift that we are trying to bring to the education system. Also, we want students to actually deliver great work. For outside, it seems like, wow, these guys are doing so much of work, but from inside, it's actually play. It's actually enjoyable. And if we can create that system, I think we'll have great results. We'll have hundreds and thousands of Tendulkar, Steve Jobs, or Usain Bolt equivalents in this software business. So that's our focus. So if you have that struggle, if you're considering a college and you're saying, hey, should I join a college so that it is fun in 4 years? Or, if I have to really work hard and struggle, I would say, stop having that dichotomy. Don't have that. It can be fun and hard work at the same time. And that is what I want to leave you guys with when we go through this. Now, and what is the benefits of doing this? What is the benefits of working so hard and having fun? is the benefits and having a work integrated program is that so it is extra work. It is we will work and learn at the same time. I'll talk about that in a short while. But the benefits of having such a program is students get what they desire most, right? It is a dream package, dream start to their career, not just a job. It's not so. What we focus on is not like one placement or one job after your college. That's not what we focus on. We focus on students having a fulfilling career. So that's the benefit of having a work integrated program. You can start your career in advance. You don't have to start a job and then wonder if you're in the right place and then start some other career. So, and if you start early, you have a lot of passion, you enjoy what you do, then you also are become marked as a leader. So that gives you leadership skills. If you're still wondering, am I in the right place? Am I learned enough? Do I have to pick up skills? You'll never be a leader if you're not assured. So this self-assurance, this confidence also creates great leaders out of our students. So these are the benefits hidden in plain sight of getting into a work integrated program. So what are the benefits? How is Kalvium different? So with the Kalvium program, you learn all the professional tech skills, the most in-demand tech skills, right in college. So through industry-grade project-based learning. So you do projects and work that are industry level. These are not student projects. These are things which are actual things which work in the industry. So that's the kind of stuff you create. So you learn these highly in-demand tech skills, which even a lot of 2-3 year experienced people may not be able to do. You also get assured paid internships. So from year 2 to 4, you are learning and working at the same time. And you are actually getting paid for all the work you do. So you're getting learning, you're also creating some great work, and the companies are seeing value in that and paying you for that. So we promise that you can get assured internships and earn up to 8 lakhs even while studying. So all this is in addition, right, to your studies. And you also get a lot of mentorship. So we have our chief mentor, DJ here with us, and there are many such. So he has an army of mentors who are there with every student, and you get 1:1 mentorship by professionals who have been in the industry, been there, done that. So they get you industry ready very fast. So in addition to your academic learning, you also get a lot of industry mentorship. All these things assure that when you pass out, your package will be great, right? And a package is not even a question. When all these things are there, it automatically happens. You automatically get a fantastic package when you pass it. It's almost a certainty. So all this sounds interesting. You work while studying and we get you internships and all of that is great. But will it really work? Like who really, it all looks like a great promise, but does it work? And that is why we will have a lot of questions answered for you. But that is why we have our students also representing us in this meeting. And here is some proof of why it has worked. So these are first year students. They've just completed their first year. After the end of the sem break, they'll get into their second years, and they have all got some very plum internships. And that is the proof that it works. For the first time ever in the history of engineering placements, there's a placement report for first year students, and these students from LPU have secured all of these students. Fantastic. These are statistics that you can see on the board here. Students will be earning as high as 45,000 rupees per month. But that is not the point. The point is the companies are seeing this much value coming from the students. They are seeing that first year students can deliver this kind of outcome and difference to their company, right? And that is why they're paying so much. And in fact, for first year students, we had a lot of recruiters participating in this program and drive, and students actually had more offers than one. So they were in a position to choose which company to join. That is also a great thing. And we had multitude of international offers. Couple of people on the screen here have got that international offer, so you can talk about that as well. But this is a phenomenal success. This is great recognition for this program at this level after 1 year. And while we show this money to just show that there is proof here for this, but the essential thing is we are so proud to see that actually students saying that, hey, money is not important. This is the kind of learning I want. This is the sector I want to work in. And choosing the sector over the stipend. There are people who are coming and saying, hey, I want to have a great future in AI and robotics. So can I do a project in AI? Can I do a project in cloud computing? It doesn't matter if I get less or more, because I'm looking at a 25, 30, 40 year career. So I want to gain the right skills at this stage. So the students actually went ahead and chose the sectors where they wanted to work or the technology where they wanted to work. So a diverse set of people recruiting the students. It is not one company coming and taking all of them. So that is also a great shot in the arm, which means there's going to be a lot of learning that is going to come on. So this is great. This is kind of the proof. This is an example of the internships and the companies that have recruited. But the bigger proof is that yes, it is possible to work and learn at the same time. It's possible to get these skills and be productive from day one. And as we have shown, these are first year students who have been able to do all of this. Some great feedback from the recruiters as well. They have been supremely impressed at the skills, and their full stack engineering skills that they have got. In fact, a lot of time when we had shared the profiles of the students with a few of our recruiters without telling them who they are, they look at the profiles and said, "Oh, bro, these are graduates." I said, and then we later said, "No, these are first year students." They were shocked. They're literally shocked to see that first year students could have these kind of portfolios, profiles, projects, and that even final year students don't have. So that was a great shot in the arm, and that's how they were open to select, hiring these guys. So some phenomenal recommendation from us coming from top people, like I said, from global companies. So that is a great shot in the arm. That's a great proof point that this model works. But instead of me just talking on and on and on, what I'll do is I'll take a small pause here. I can see there's a lot of chat and a lot of questions in the chat box. So what I'll do is I'll pause here. I'll probably take these questions. So I'm just looking at, I think there's one question in the Q&A box and a lot of them in the chat box. So I'll start with the Q&A box and you can keep putting the question in the Q&A box and I'll pass it on to the right people here. Does that work, Himanshu? We can do that? Perfect. All right. Okay. So the first question is from Anupam Kumar. Can we get international placement after first year? Absolutely, yes, Anupam. But just let me remind you, the work is from the campus. You're learning and working at the same time. So all the work is remote. So you will be working and learning at the same time from the campus along with your colleagues. I'm now going to the chat box just to see the questions there, quickly get through them and then get to the Q&A. Keep putting your questions in the Q&A box because it's easy to monitor it there. But I'm just so that I don't miss out the questions, I'm going to quickly go through the chat box. Okay. It's mostly good evenings and good mornings. So yeah, we can get on to the Q&A box itself. There's just one question in the chat box. Hello, sir. What are the expectations at co-founders you seek in the first year students? What do we seek in our first year students? I mean, we have in fact, what we seek is capsulated in a testing, a screening test that we have. And the screening test is called the KQ challenges. So when you apply in LPU, you have to choose this program separately, which is called BTech CSE specialization in software product engineering. So when you choose this, you are allowed a test, a separate test. It is not the LPU test; it's an additional test called the KQ challenges. So we wanted to clear that KQ challenges. That's it. और इसकी पढ़ाई LPU से के अलग बाकी courses से अलग होगी. Correct. It is different. So I'll quickly jump onto the Q&A box now. Can you elaborate more about these skills? So Navdeep has asked, can you elaborate more about these skills? I'll pass it on to DJ, who comes to us with who is the chief mentor and also has more than a decade's experience in Microsoft and Interview Kickstart and HackerRank. So he'll tell us what exactly the industry needs or the Mang companies are expecting. Over to you, DJ.
Thanks, Deepak. Hope I'm audible. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes,
Yeah. So, Mr. Navdeep, right? There are quite a few skills. I think there are. I think we look at three types of skills. One is communicational, one is behavioral, and one is technical. We also club problem solving and technical skills. So I'll explain all of it. So communication is where I think you need to be someone, I think, who, of course, the speaking English, all those things are basic, but you also should be someone, I think, who should be very, very good with teamwork. So that is one thing with communication. Technical skills, we have a good process. I think if you come to class 9 to 6:30, if you talk to your mentors, all the skills that you require technical will be taken care. So they are very basic, basic problem solving, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Node.js, and MongoDB. These are fundamental basic skills. So that is on the technical side. I think the most important thing is behavioral skills. Are you someone, I think, who is really ready for the professional environment? And we have numerous courses and training provided for those as well. So it's communication skills, problem solving and technical skills, and behavioral skills.
Awesome. Thanks, DJ. Then I think the next question is, will it be only from campus or will it be from the workplace? It will be 100% from the campus, Manpreet. So again, I'll invite DJ to just answer how this happened. How do you work and learn at the same time?
Yeah, thanks, Deepak. So in the first year, I think you're not working. In the first year, you're only preparing to get a job. So you come to the class at 9, you leave at 6:30. So this happens throughout the semester. Then once in third semester, that is when you start working. The morning time is scheduled for your academics. So 9 to 1 is going to be your academics, and 2 o'clock to 7 o'clock will be your work. So it's dedicated time. First half is where you study all your college syllabus. Second half is where you work. So you work 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 5 hours a day, and that's around 30 hours. And all the work will be in the campus. You will not be, I think, during the campus time, you will not be allowed to go to the company and work.
Great. So it is from the campus. We have answered that, Manpreet. Now, next from Gautam, how to get job in first years? Or there's another question which says, what are the criteria for internships? So I think we will answer both these questions. Probably I'll again move it on to DJ with a brief prelude that the most important thing is to have the right skills and also have the right academic training and the foundational things like critical thinking, problem solving. So that's how you get a job, not just in the first year. Anybody has to get a job should have the right skills and abilities. But how do you get it after 1 year out of school is what I'll allow DJ to answer.
Yeah, thanks. So I'll answer it a little differently. So see, I think before it requires 8 months of training for you to get a job. So roughly 8 months translates to 1 month is 24 days, and roughly 8 months will be around 175 days. Let's say 200 days for simplicity, right? Say for 200 days, you are continuously coming to the class and working 8 to 9 hours a day. Anyone, not just you, anybody, any engineering student today spends that kind of time with the right kind of focus will be able to get a job. And that's what we do. We make sure every student spends that time. That is where the secret is. There is no magic in what we do. It's basic discipline where it's a very simple mechanism, but we make sure that you come to the class every day and you finish your syllabus. Yeah.
Perfect. And there's another question. I'm not very sure what Kalpesh is asking. If you don't mind just rephrasing that, how entrepreneurship will help us in placement. You can just elaborate that, probably then we can answer. I'm not sure what the question is there. Navdeep is asking, during last year, we have seen many changes in the tech industry. Will this course help me cope up with the changing demand in the industry? Absolutely. In fact, our books are called live books and they change and get updated as the contents get updated, as the technology gets updated. You don't have to wait for a new reprint to come in. But any other points there, DJ? How can they cope up with the demands changing mechanisms?
I think the way students conduct themselves every day in the class, right? See, the change is the only thing that is constant. Adaptability is our number one skill, right? Every day you come, I think, let's say you're working on the project right in your second semester. And if it is not working, what are you doing? You're going to try new things. So on a daily basis, you are failing. You're trying to achieve something big and it doesn't work, then you find a new method. So your second nature will become adaptability. So we help students learn. We don't really actually teach, but we help them learn. When someone becomes a disciple of learning, they can easily adapt to changing needs of the industry. And the syllabus also, right, as Deepak said, let's say tomorrow, wireless networking protocol changes. We are going to bring the new version of wireless network protocol. I don't need the permission of some department to change the syllabus, right? So that freedom, along with how we conduct our students, I think these will help us cope up.
Thanks, DJ. So this is one of the most premium courses, and it's really taken, like LPU has been really futuristic in their thinking to bring this course to you. So Jayant Raj has asked, do we have to pay for it separately or it is included in the fee? So just to confirm, this is not an additional program that you sign on in LPU. This is a separate program different from the normal computer science engineering course. So yes, you have to pay. I mean, there's a fees for this program, just like any other engineering program. So Mainuddin has also asked the same question, just to answer both of you. Just like you select multiple, like LPU application lete hain, so you can choose computer science engineering, mechanical engineering, aeronautical engineering, whatever. So different computer science engineering with specialization in data science or cloud computing. There's so many different courses. This is another course. This is a separate course. You cannot do this along with some other course. It is not that. It is the full-fledged course. It's called Specialization in Software Product Engineering, so which is the work integrated program. It's called Specialization in Software Product Engineering in the LPU. So you have to apply for it separately. You have to take the KQ challenges separately for this, and basis merit in the KQ challenges alone what qualifies you for this program. I hope I've answered that. If that is not clear,
yes,
for people who know.
Deepak, I want to just add on to this point.
Please.
See, the queries that whether it is a separate fees or not. So it is a full-fledged BTech CSE program, as Deepak has said that, and whatever the fee that is taken semester-wise, the Kalvium fees, everything is included there. So there is a one semester fees that we normally give to the other degree programs, other CSE programs. Same that fees will be used. So there is no separate fee for that.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Gurpreet. That's exactly the thing. There were 3 questions which were missed out. Thanks, Himanshu, for pointing them out. So I'll quickly answer them. 3 questions which are missed out in this one is, do we have a minimum requirement to get this opportunity? No, there's no minimum requirement. You just have to qualify through the test, through the KQ challenges, and then you can join this program. So it is 100% based on merit in the KQ challenges. And from the first year of studies, are we allowed to join internship? No. So first year is completely for preparing you to become ready. So you get the internships at the end of first year through the placement process. And from the second year onwards, second year, third year, fourth year, 3 years of work integrated learning. So you will have experience of 3 years. So the internship starts from the second year. And what are the advantages of choosing a specialized branch over normal CSE? So I'm not talking for all the specialized branches here. I'm talking only for Kalvium program, because the benefit of the Kalvium program is there is no other program which allows you a direct industry experience right from year 2, right? For 3 years of industry experience within the program itself. Nobody's allowing you that. At best, you will have a summer internship for a few months in a year. So this is full 3 years of experience, paid internships, and the kind of learning environment that you get here is very unique to this program. Hence that is the big difference. Okay, moving on to the rest of the questions. There are a lot of questions. Please keep them coming. It's great to see all of these, and you can address a few questions to the students themselves, so they can also share what their experience is like in this program. So one question is, what as first year students, coding skills, how much does it matter for first years? So do they need to know coding skills right when they join? Okay.
No, not at all. Right. See, you need to be a problem solver. I think you need to be good at problem solving. Coding is not at all a requirement to join this program. While it helps, I don't think there is a very big advantage in you knowing the language. There were like majority of our students did not know coding before they joined, and they're awesome coders right now.
Yeah. Let us hear a little bit from our students. I think Balaji, you put up your hand. You wanted to share something on that?
Yeah, thanks, Deepak. So, on my background, when I joined Kalvium after my 12th standard, I was someone who had bio background. So, I had zero knowledge on computer science. So, like coding, so it's all you need is like good motivation and some problem solving skills to join this program. And right now, I can code very well. So.
Thanks. And he has also got a.
Sorry, Deepak, I just want to add to that one point, right? Yeah. So Balaji recently, when Balaji and both Priyanshi, right, they both had to submit a project for a London-based company. And I get a call from the, like generally placements are happening. I get a call. And the first question the person is asking is, hey, are these first year students? Are you sure? I think like, how did they code so much? Because they had to learn a new technology and code. And all of them did it in what? 3 days, right? 2 days. Yeah.
Because like 1.5 to hardly 1 day.
1 day. Of course, you did not sleep. But yeah, that's what life at Kalvium is.
Nice. So Vaibhav is asking, what is the criteria for internships? Is it thought by the LPU? So see, this program is brought to you by LPU. So when you become students at LPU, everything comes through LPU. But within LPU, this program, this particular Kalvium program, the Kalvium team gets you the internships. And the criteria of internships is actually you have to finish your course. So if you finish your course, whatever is the coursework, so you have a weekly coursework and challenges and everything. So as you keep finishing that, you get eligible. So once you finished everything, you open. Imagine like a game. You keep doing all the requisite things, then these doors open up. The next level opens up, and the level that opens up after first year is the internship. Somebody's asking anonymous, is it including in SEMP or extra charges? Like I said, I think probably you had asked this question prior, but just to repeat it again, this is not an additional program, additional coding class or something that you join as a supplementary course in LPU. This is not that. This is like Gurpreet sir mentioned, this is a BTech CSE program. It's a full-fledged BTech program. It's one of its kind. And it started last year, fantastic reception. And you have to join this program. It is called Software Product Engineering. In your LPU application, you have to take this application separately and take a test, which is called the KQ challenges. Surjit is asking, what is the criteria for internships and payout for the work done? Payout for the work done. See, if you're wondering, Surjit, no, this is the payout. It is like any other employment. So companies come with their offer. They have a stack of technologies that they work on, the business that they do, and basis that they offer the payout, and that payout comes directly to you. So it's not as per number of lines of code written or something like that. It's exactly like how it will be during an employment. What is the minimum GPA we have to maintain? That's a very interesting question. Do you want to answer that, DJ?
Sorry, Deepak. I basically was in a different window.
Yeah. So Gautam is asking, do you have to maintain a minimum GPA? I think it's
yes.
a good time to tell them about GPA and GPS, I guess. So
GPA, right? Okay. Sure. See, first thing, GPA, yes, I think, right? Wherever you are going, I think you definitely, there is a criteria and it's better for you to have a good GPA. Okay. So no question about it. Let me answer about how do you get to that GPA. That is where all the challenges, because today you can always hack and follow some hacks to get the GPA. At Kalvium, what happens is we have a method called GPS. Now, I think that GPS can also become CPS. I'll tell you why, right? So the system is, if you don't understand something, you go and Google. If you don't understand via Google, then you go and talk to your peers, right? One of your colleagues in the class. We don't call them as friends. We call them colleagues. If you don't get the answer from your colleagues, then you come and talk to your mentors, which is the support. So G is for Google, P is for peers, and S is for your support system, which is your mentors. So the reason I said CPS is now the Google got replaced by ChatGPT. So the system can also be that, right? See, when you're doing this regularly, right? I think the joy is always in the learning. GPA is just a byproduct. You will definitely get a good GPA when you're doing this on a day-to-day basis. So is it important? It is important, but how you get the GPA is a far more important compared to like a number. Because when you tomorrow go, like, for example, right? Nobody has asked my GPA in the last 10 years. I don't think, Deepak, anybody has asked you either. For sure. Because I now have to go and prove my worth, right? In Kalvium, if I don't really do my job, Deepak will be like, hey, DJ, what is it? I think it is not working. So you need to be up for such a challenge. And that is what we prepare you for.
Yeah. So you have to maintain, the short answer is, you have more assessments in Kalvium. There are continuous assessments, there are weekly assessments. you have to take all of them, and you have to maintain a steady GPA. Only then you will get through. So yeah, so again, Viraj, I think again these are old questions. I guess there are no separate courses except college studies. This is your college studies, right? And that is how you get a role in first year. So this is how it goes, right? What are the components of the package? I think Vaibhav, these are stipends for internships, right? Because students, they're still students, they're still studying. So this is part-time internships. So the components are stipends for part-time internships. Languages need to be focused to improve technical skills. I'm not sure if that's a question there. So Anonymous, if you can please frame that as a question, I'll go through the rest. You can just put it down. I'll pick that up. What do you mean by that? Teacher teach in which language? Ankit is asking. So here the teaching is in English. All the instruction is in English. And that is what also the tech world works on. So yeah, the medium of instruction is English. Can we do direct admissions, Rishita? I'm afraid you can't. In fact, there are many questions which are, and when will the test be conducted? Ravi is asking. So I'll take a small break here, just briefly tell you about the process for joining. So the process for joining Kalvium, I'm just sharing a few slides here. So the process for joining Kalvium is, you have to take there is an eligibility test called the Kalviness Quotient Challenge, KQ Challenge. We see how fit you are for Kalvium, but it is also seeing how fit you would be, how ready you are to get into the industry within 1 year. So what a regular engineering program does is that it gets you industry ready in 4 years, right? We get you industry ready within 1 year. So you have to be at a certain level, and we check if you'll be good enough to join the industry within 1 year. That's what this test is. So it has these different sections. I mean, largely it's all about skills in numeracy, data interpretation, logical reasoning, creative thinking, problem solving, communication. So these are the specific sections. So once you log in through your LPU login and click take the exam, this is the screen that comes in front of you, and you will have this. There are short, if you see 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 20-minute sections which you get, and there is also a subjective section which is called a culture fit and program fit. Which you're expected to finish all of these within 2 days. You can take them at your own convenience, but we want you to finish all of these within 2 days. And after this, if you get selected, you have an interview round, which also happens via the LPU portal itself. So on your LPU login, you can choose the day and time when you want to have the interview. And once you get selected in the interview, you can secure. There are limited seats for this because it's an intense program. We need mentors and all of that. It's in limited seats based on first come, first serve. So I would recommend all of you to take it as soon as possible. Don't wait till you get all other results. Take this first. You can take this test anytime. So the moment you log in, this is available. This is online. You can take it at your convenience. You also have practice tests. You see this practice button here. So you can take small practice tests to just get familiar with the test. There is no syllabus for this test. So it is not like you have to prepare physics, chemistry, and all of that on this. There is no set syllabus. This tests your inherent capabilities. So just familiarize yourself with the practice test and take the test immediately. Preparing more or less doesn't have an impact on the outcomes. So it's a very scientific test to test your inherent capabilities. So just get familiar with the testing system and take them. So these are examples of few questions, how you can work with. So these are like puzzles, and you'll have fun doing these tests. So you can just take these tests and actually have fun. This is probably the most fun entrance exam you will ever take. You don't have to memorize equations. You don't have to memorize, what will happen when you throw the stone, how far does it fall, or what happens when you mix benzene with sulfuric acid, none of that stuff. So it's a fun test as well. So I hope I have answered a few questions on that. So Kalvi is so Anonymous is asking, is it for only computer science? Yes, it is focused on computer science engineering. It is only for computer science engineering. Okay, please tell me what are the ways to make our technical skills better? So I am not sure if you're asking it generally, Pranav, but I'll just offer this to PJ again. How do you make your technical skills better?
I think probably Deepak, could we have Priyanshi say that? I think she has gone through. process.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Hey everyone, good afternoon. So, improving your technical skills all depends on the practice. The tech industry is growing way too fast. The technologies are changing regularly. So, the better you are updated, the more you practice, the better skills you get.
Thanks, Priyanshi. A very interesting question. Probably I'll also allow Priyanshi and Balaji both to answer this. In LPU BTech, how many how many days to teach coding? I mean, you learn it from day one. And when we say you learn coding, it is not about sorting an array or finding a prime number. You are encouraged. You have to write original code and create something originally. So. Balaji and Priyanshi, do you want to share how many lines of original code you would have written in the first year?
For Blackstone only, I have written close to 2,500 plus lines of code, and we practice in like.
So from my side, on my project, I wrote around 10,000 lines of code. So
nice, awesome. So great. I mean, you heard it right, guys. It's up to 10,000 lines of original code that they have written to create their own projects. So both of them have their own projects, their own websites. It is available. You can reach out to the team and we'll help you with the code base and all of that. It is all there in GitHub. So if somebody's interested in what Priyanshi's project was or Balaji's project was, you can check it out. Beautiful stuff that is there. You can all learn that. So you learn it from day one itself, and you create real stuff, original stuff. Can compartment student get admission offer after clearing the compartment exam? Gurpreet sir, bata sakte hain what is compartment student?
Yes, sir. See, once you clear the Kalvium TQ test and clear all the levels as per the expectation of the Kalvium team, then the condition for the admission is that you should have 60% in the PCM, that is the 6th mystery mathematics, okay, without any compartment or without any review, basically. Okay, so that is the condition that you need. Okay, but also if you are means your result is not declared, but you cleared the test, you can wait for the result, and once you submit the results, you still eligible for that.
Perfect.
I hope
Thank
I'm
you, sir.
clear with that.
Yeah, it was pretty clear. Thanks, Gurpreet sir. So yes, Rishita, you can once you clear the compartment exam, you can join this. So you are eligible for this, right? You can in fact take this test, secure admissions, and join once you have cleared your compartment. Which skills do we need to have as a beginner in Kalvium? I'll pass it on. Actually, I won't answer this. DJ, do you want to say, as a beginner at Kalvium, what is the most important skill?
I think the most important skill is you are open to learning, right? Because a lot of things that you have learned before, it will look very different when you come in. So I'll tell all the students that when you first start, it look like, hey, why is it so different? So just having that openness to learn, that is the most important skill. Everything else, the process will take care, because you cannot by heart. You cannot like study last day and pass the exam. So you just have to give in your effort every day in, day out. That is the most important skill.
Cool. All right. So there is another question from Vaibhav. He says, after 40 years of age, company will hire me or not? Is it a temporary or permanent placement? 40 years. I'm not sure if it's a typo there. After 4 years, will a company hire me? I'll assume that it is a typo. After 40 years, we don't know what the world will look like, right? So it's difficult to say. After 4 years, yes, of course, you also are eligible for final placements. So internships are a step towards final placements. So you will have final placements, and imagine if internships are so good, how good final placements would be. So that's the thing. Yeah. So as I said, again, these are internships. So you're asking whether it is temporary or permanent. No, these are internships. These are long-term internships. So I'll just have a word on internships also. Typically, why we are choosing to have long internships? 2 months का summer internship क्यों नहीं करते हैं, right? Like that's the question. So the point here is that the industry values long-term internships because you're productive. In 2 months, it takes 2 months to just get to know the company's systems, products, and everything. And before you're productive there, you would have left. So, and the manager who is spending time with you will think that it's a waste of time. By the time I train this person, they've already left. So they don't give you great work. They give you very average work. So if you want to do good work, learn good technology, you need a long-term internship, right? So that's why we encourage long-term internships. Therefore, the students also learn better. They also see their work go through the entire cycle, right? The life cycle of conceptualizing, creating, implementing, testing, rolling out, and seeing the outcomes. So the students also get to see all of that. Hence, we do long-term internships. Now, that said, after 6 months or 1 year of internship in a particular company, you want to learn a different technology, you are welcome to do that. And the company and Kalvium encourages you and facilitates that. So that's what it is. These internships come with stipends. The package is not as important as the technology that you get to work in, how well you prepare, right? So that's more important. How much knowledge, Kalpesh is asking, computer knowledge we need in the first year. I think Balaji also already answered that. He's a bio student, zero knowledge before he joined, but he could pick it up all. So there is nothing. You just have to pass the KQ challenges. There's no other knowledge that you require. So minor thing, the syllabus of the test is like I showed you a few sample test examples here. Syllabus is just exactly that. Basic numeracy. Syllabus अगर आप पूछ रहे हो तो it is as good as your 10th standard syllabus, right? But is it simple? Yes. Is it easy? Probably not. So it will be tough questions, but from a syllabus point of view, basic numeracy, basic logical thinking, problem solving, step-by-step problem solving. It's that. So you can just sign up, take the practice test, you know it yourself. Which SEM do we get paid internship? From the third SEM onwards. So third, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 semesters of internships. Okay, Ankit is asking, is there CSE or IPR similar branch? No, this comes under computer science engineering. So Gurpreet sir, please help me. This is under CST, right? In LPU and
Yes. BTech, it's the full name is BTech CSE, specialized in software product engineering. We have a tie-up with the Kalvium. So it's the CSE branch.
Perfect. Can I take it after the webinar? Absolutely. You're welcome to take it after the webinar. Please do that, please. And I think Himanshi has been kind enough to also give you an option to call if you want to register a call and get more details from the counselor. So thank you so much, Himanshi. And Balaji has also shared his GitHub profile, so you can check out what 10,000 line का क्या कोड लिखा है बालाजी में आप देख सकते हो, प्रोजेक्ट भी देख सकते हो. Priyanshi का भी she shares, I think Himanshi will share it there. So that there you go. Right. So that is answered. What is the highest package? With a highest package, who is asking this? I mean, you will get the best package. You will get highest package from Madhav. I would say we are promising that. We are saying that your highest package will be a dream offer for sure. In fact, the lowest package would be a dream offer. But more than package, it is important to see, like I said in the beginning, it's about a career. It is not one placement, one job. How do you build a career? How do you start? How do you become a professional right from day one? And that is what we are trying to bring. So yeah, that's where it is. How to access the test, where and on which date? So Sanju, this test is available. It's continuously available. So when you apply, you will get access to the test and you have to take it quickly. So it is always available. You just have to apply for this program on the LPU portal for software product engineering. आप आपके ड्रॉप डाउन में ये चूज करो, उसके बाद आप ये टेस्ट दे सकते हो. टेक KQ challenges करके आएगा उसमें. You click that and then you can go ahead. When will the classes start? So Gurpreet sir, आप बता सकते हैं this year when the classes are expected to start?
Sir, right now it's a tentative date. Maybe at the end of the July or maybe the starting of the.
All right.
It's a tentative week.
Tentatively, yeah. End July, start August. बेटा बहुत टाइम है करके वेट मत करो because the seats may be over, so the classes will start, but they may start without you. So please apply immediately and take the challenges. So Vaibhav says that he's a beginner in BTech. What is the skills I need before joining LPU? Vaibhav, have you qualified for the? Are you? I'm not sure. You can probably put it as a follow-up question. That are you a Kalvium student or a regular BTech student? So we are here to answer only for the Kalvium program. So you can just answer if you have already taken the Kalvium test. Utsav is asking, do you also learn maths in the first semester?
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
I can take it.
Please, please. Yeah.
So yeah, I think we have so far we have 2 maths courses. One will be taught in the first semester, discrete mathematics. In fact, Gurpreet sir here, I think he took that. And then in the 3rd semester, you have another mathematics course. But we will not go as deep as the traditional BTech courses. But yes, you learn some mathematics.
You will learn all the maths that is required for you to be a great software engineer. And yeah, you will also be encouraged. Interestingly, you will also be, there is a course on learning how to learn. So once you learn that course, you will know how to learn anything quickly. And isn't that a superpower? So that's also a course here. There's also a course called the Breadth of Computer Science, which Gurpreet sir himself teaches, which also gives you a great idea of what you need to know, get the whole big picture view before you start choosing electives and all that stuff. So yeah, these are other things that you get with the Year Kalvium. Will there be workshops for communication skills? Absolutely, yes. Communication skills, we call this foundational skills. So I'll probably take a minute if you see the screen in front of you. So the Kalvium approach is, while generally most of the courses just have academic courses, what Kalvium does is that we have academic courses. In addition to that, we also have foundational courses, skilling courses, and integrated work. So what we mean by skilling is we skill you get a hands-on skill on the latest technologies that are going around. You'll become, for want of a better word, I'm just using some jargon here, you'll become a MERN full stack developer at the end of the first year, right? And so that's a skill that you get. You also go through academic courses like sir mentioned. You'll get to go through their basic mathematics and computer science and those courses that you go through, data structures and things like that. You'll also go through foundation courses. What we mean by foundation is the foundational skills that are required for any professional. So these are things like critical thinking, problem solving, communication, learning how to learn. So these are the courses that you go through in a structured manner. There are some interesting assignments that you have. So you guys want to share some of those, Priyanshi and Balaji? Like, fake news was one that I remember. Anything else that interesting assignments that you went as part of the foundation?
Yes, I remember one. We were supposed to write these articles about how we spent our first week, like how was it different, what were all our opinions about. So blog writing was one part of it.
Nice.
Additionally, to improve our vocabulary and stuff, we have been asked to write movie article, like review on movies, all those good things,
Right. So it's a lot of practical knowledge, right? So it's not boring. Like, you don't have to learn Shakespeare or something like that. It's more about communication skills. So what about writing movie reviews? Isn't that fun? So those are the kind of communication skills also you build. Right. So now we'll hurry a little bit. I think it is. So Himanshi, we can take 5-7 minutes extra, right? There are 8 questions. Perfect. So what should I study before coming to college so that it will help me in the first year of college? Good question, Aditya. In fact, Himanshi has been very kind in sharing our live books. It's called kalvium.community. It's there in the chat box. So you can check that out, kalvium.community. You can go through that. I mean, that's the first year syllabus and the program out there for everyone. So you can start preparing on that. We have answered when classes will start, that is July and August. Kalvium and regular BTech classes are parallelly going on. Sanju, yeah, this is like any other BTech, Sanju. So अगर आप यहाँ join करते तो आप देखिए, like there are many classes. people who have signed up for mechanical engineering get up in the hostels, go to the mess, have breakfast, and go to the mechanical engineering class. The guys who go for computer science regular go to regular computer science class. The guys for Kalvium go to Kalvium class. So it's like any other BTech program by LPU. But this is not like any other BTech program like by LPU. This is the best BTech program at LPU. What should I study before coming to college? We have answered that. As a co-founder of Kalvium, Viraj is asking something to me. As a co-founder of Kalvium, who do you choose between IIT, NIT, or LPU graduate with the same skills? So first of all, Viraj, that's a good question, right? I'll appreciate it. This is a very interesting question that you asked. So it will be the same skills, right? We are checking for skills. So you got that right. So we will be looking for skills. We will be looking for communication abilities. We'll be looking for the soft skills, right? And how professional they are in their conduct. Now, assuming all of that are same, who will you choose is what you're asking, IIT, NIT, or LPU graduate. Since you want to ask this googly question to me, I'll give you the googly or straightforward answer to that. I will probably choose the LPU graduate, right? And I'm not saying this just for the heck of it. I'm not saying because I'm doing a program here, and I'll give you the right answer for that. I don't know if you've heard of Nassim Taleb. You can look him up in Google, right? And he's written multiple of books, and there is something called skin in the game hypothesis, right? If you go through that, you'll know the reason why I'm saying this. If all the skills are equal, I think an LPU graduate has probably put in more hard work to get the same amount of skills. He's probably more qualified for this. So that's the short answer. I would probably pick the LPU graduate. The reason for that is there in that book called Skin in the Game, the long rationale for that, and we can probably connect separately and discuss more about it. But that's why it is. Then Surjit is asking, if I join as a fresher in first year CSE cybersecurity, how can I get into this? Oh, okay, Surjit, no worries. I'll tell you, this is the process that happens if you've joined LPU. Congratulations first. Now, this is probably a better program than cybersecurity because you can explore multiple things here. To do this, again, you have to take the KQ challenge. So you have to qualify in the KQ challenge. So please take the KQ challenges. Once you qualify and pass, then you can ask for a program transfer. So it's a very simple system. You just have to raise a request for a program transfer within LPU, and you can just move to this program. So yeah, that I hope answers it. Surjit, please take it up today. Is the syllabus different for Kalvium than a BTech syllabus? Yes, it is very different, absolutely different, and hence it's a separate program. Yeah. So like I showed you in that screen, you don't have many of the first year BTech things like physics, chemistry, engineering, drawing, carpentry, welding. None of that is there. Instead of that, you learn to become a month full stack developer. So that's one level of difference. Foundational courses are very different. The whole program construct is very different. So yeah, it's not the same. So again, what subjects you study, you can check out the live books. You can also check out our website and know the details there. So I have tried to just brush through all the questions. You can keep the new questions coming. I would like to say that, okay, we've been trying to say that this is the best course and all of that here. I would also like to point out that this is a course like the first slide, right? Sachin Tendulkar had to put a lot of hard work, a lot of hours. So this is also not a very easy course. So I would probably invite Balaji and Priyanshi to just explain what was their experience in the first few weeks, months, right? Is it fun? Is it difficult? Is it both? You can probably share that as well.
So, good evening all. So for me, having a course like 8 months, it was definitely fun. A good amount of hard work, right? Working from morning 8 to still 6:30 was sometimes hard, and working on problems every day was like we enjoyed every moment. Right? We had beautiful mentors, like they were helping us, and we had colleagues to help us. So it was a bit of both fun and hard work. At the end of the day, it really helped us, in placements and all.
for like every general student, we entered college with this dream of living a complete college life with lot of fest, fun coming all around. But as part of this program, you need to put in sheer amount of hard work, time, and dedication to excel into this program. So we thought to be missing a lot of events at first, but when you see results coming out, you see yes, and you are able to solve problems on day-to-day basis and learning stuff which will help you build move further. So it's a mixed journey overall, but the learning experience seems to be amazing. It feels all worth it, sacrificing the other things.
Awesome, awesome. So yeah, it is fun, it is intense. Yeah. So and who is coming here for like I told you, it has to be fun and intense. We're not here for easy, right? So Jeet is asking, so what will be the time duration till which I can apply for the test? Yes. So I think you can talk to us, Sujit. In fact, there'll be better help if you can reach out and book a slot with the coordinators, counselors. They'll talk you through exactly what you need to do, where to apply. The time duration is like yesterday, right? You have to do it ASAP because seats keep going away. So you can do that, and if you have any queries, you can just raise it there and they'll answer. They're the best people to answer that. So what kind of mentorship do we need to have in the first year? So yeah, Balaji, definitely go ahead, type in the answer. Anything else you want to say, DJ?
I think you want a mentor who tells you the truth, right? Not hides anything, but tells you very clearly, like, what do you need to improve to become very good at. Tells you something which is very uncomfortable to hear, but that's what will guide you to become one of the best.
So Viraj, just to extend that, like just to give you also a picture of what the program is like, a little different picture is that usual programs you have an end semester exam. So what students do is they take it easy for most of the period. They take a few assessments in the middle, and then end semester exams ke pehle aap jaate ho, you take you Xerox. I think there will be a Xerox shop in every college, right? And it's busy during the end sem exams when the first benchers or the toppers notes get Xeroxed, and then everybody studies that. That won't work here, right? Here you have weekly, fortnightly, and very regular assessments, and you have to be always on top of things. So a mentor is somebody you have weekly goals, monthly goals, fortnightly goals, and projects, and a lot of things to be done, and just like how you will have it in a job, right? So आप ऐसे एक दिन काम करके 20 days rest नहीं ले सकते. You have to do your work every day. So your mentors help you, keep you on toes, tell you where you are lacking, where you have to proceed. So it's a very different approach to learning. That's why when you say mentorship, it's very different here. It's the way it is administered. It's a little different. Where do we get those mentors? We get them. We steal them from Microsoft, like we have done with DJ. But yeah, DJ is the chief mentor, and he's busy hiring a lot of them from top companies. Right, DJ?
Yeah, one statistic I can give you is I have interviewed around today. I was told that I have interviewed more than 400 people to select 8 program mentors, eight of those mentors. So the bar is very high. Yeah.
There is also 2 types of mentorship you get, Viraj. So one is technical mentorship on technical subject. You obviously have academic teachers also there on campus, but apart from that, on mentorship alone, there's technical mentorship, and you also have program mentors who help you with your foundational programs, soft skills, and other stuff. So who are very good with psychology and understand people very well. Communication very well. So you covered from all bases. Yeah. So you won't have a time. Kalvium, it's only a first year students course going on parallelly 4-year degree. Okay, I don't understand the question. Is it? No, this is a 4-year program. This is a BTech program. It's a BTech computer science engineering program, but a very unique one at that. It started last year. So here is Priyanshi and Balaji, who have joined us last year. They finished 1 year. You guys will join now, and it's a 4-year program. 4 साल के बाद आपको BTech degree मिलेगी computer science engineering. So that is the story here. All right. That's how we have answered 60 questions in probably 40 minutes. So thank you, all of you. I hope we've been able to answer all your queries. If you have any more queries, please. In fact, before you have queries, actually, even if you have queries, please go ahead and select this program, apply for it, try the KQ challenges, and then you have better questions to ask. So please do that. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gurpreet sir. Thank you so much, Himanshi, for having us here, giving us an opportunity to talk about
Thank
it.
you very much.
And we'll be happy to do this again in case there is a lot more requests to know more about this.
Sure, Deepak, sure, we will do it again.
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. Viraj, one last question. Viraj wants to know, will we find a recording of this session? Himanshi.
Yeah, okay. So I'd like to take this question. So Viraj, this will be uploaded on our page, that is lpu.in, that our website, okay, and also on YouTube as well. So I will be just in a moment giving you our web page, so you can explore that, and there you can find the recording. Maybe tomorrow, by tomorrow it will be uploaded. Okay, just in a moment. Okay, here I have given you a link. So this is our web page link, right? So you can explore this. We have different webinars also that are coming in regularly, maybe every alternate day we have, including CSE and many other streams as well. So you can just register for there. I mean, it is all free, so you can gain as much as knowledge you want. And we will be uploading this session on YouTube, so you can watch it there also. On our admissions page. So that I just wanted to mention. Okay. Okay, so, okay. So, sir, now I would like to take, of course, your permission to wrap this webinar up. Can I?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you, Deepak, sir, Dhananjay, sir, Priyanshi and Balaji for coming in. Gurpreet, sir, thank you so much for coming in. And thank you so much for providing your experience and the knowledge that you've given to the students. And at last, I would like to thank you, students, also for coming in, for the putting up your questions. All the questions are really appreciated. So until, okay, we have... how can we change the course? So anonymous, I would just want you to kindly click on that link that I have provided in the chat box, and you can directly have a session with our counselor. So they will be actually helping you. I've given the link again. They will be helping you how you can, do and just change the course or transit between the courses. Okay, so Ravi says, thank you, mentors. So with this, thank you so much for joining in, and until next webinar, stay safe and stay healthy, and goodbye to everyone, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Thank you. Goodbye.